What's good YouTube, Target here and welcome to another episode of Design and Manage, my City Skylines and Modded Let's Play series. On the last episode we have started zoning the area just around the park, this area over here, and today I think we can finish up this entire area by zoning the empty spots and zoning the area near the riverside. Then I think maybe if we have some time we can wrap things up by decorating everything with some trees and make everything prettier. So without further ado, let's start building. Okay, so the first thing that I think we should do is keep up with the residential zoning. So I know that this entire area is going to be residential, as well as this over here. And we'll just let everything build itself. I think I'm gonna reserve this area for parks if needed. I don't think it's going to be necessary, but we'll see. Oh, and by the way, I almost forgot. We need to finish up these pedestrian paths. It's better if we do it before something gets zoned in here, for obvious reasons. And let's keep going over here, and we can make a connection over here. That is good. And maybe we should keep going like oh, of course, never works how I want it to work. That's fine. Let's come over here. Let's go one way down. Make a small connection over here, another one here, and maybe we can just keep moving forward. Like, oh, I already have this connection, so let's not touch that, and we'll just connect it around over here and around like this. Good. And let's just finish things up with this small curve. Good. Now we can resume in the simulation and let everything build itself. Let me just take care of this. Good. Okay, it also seems that we have some demand for commercial, so while our residential develops, I'm gonna zone some more commercial areas. Let me try and zone these things over here. All of these I want to be commercial. And what about this? I think we can make something cool. Let me just try and make a pathway that is somewhat parallel to this road over here. Maybe we can make a nice effect like this, and another one like this. Okay, good. And now all of this can be commercial, as well as this over here. Good. Let's also make some room for offices. Let me see, maybe all of this, because offices will help in making a sound barrier between commercial and residential. So we're gonna zone it like this, and I think this is going to be commercial, like so. And yeah, I can zone this as offices. That's very good. Now I can go ahead and zone all of this as residential, because I already know that this is what I want to do. Let's also put in some pathways. I want a pathway that goes through this entire district. So let me just enable all the snapping points and oh, accept the road guidelines, and make a connection over here. Actually, what am I doing? This is not what I want at all. and let me just put it to the minimum snapping point and go 1 2 3, go about 5 units, 1 2 3 down, and connect it right back, go across the road and go another 1 2 3 points back down, and just go and connect it over here. And yeah, that's gonna be okay. I'm just gonna continue this over here. That's good. Hopefully this will rebuild into something nice. We'll see. I feel like I could make more use of my pathways, so I think I'm gonna demolish this and go all the way and make a elevated pathway all the way over here. And that's good. This will continue to the other side of the highway, hopefully. We'll see. Let me just come over here and make a small connecting point over here. That's good. We should make another one about over here. Alright. And another one over here. Why not? Good. Let's just come all the way over here, and over here, and we connect it back to this point. That is perfect. Or maybe I think I wanna delete this and just connect this all the way over here. Good. And delete this and I rebuild into a full-sized building. Let's work on the roads, shall we? I know that I will want to make this a road with trees, just to make everything prettier. And yeah, I know, ignore the traffic issues for now, we'll work on them on a later stage, don't worry about that. Let me just continue and turn this entire segment of road into a road with trees. That's good. And I also want, where is the road with bicycle lanes? This is it. I want to make this entire road a road with bicycle lanes for our dear cyclists. And I also want to turn this one into a road with bicycle lanes. That is good. Very good. And let me just grab this road again. And I think I'm gonna make this road involving the park into a road with trees. I think it will make a nice barrier all the way around. Good, and I will continue later. Okay, so it looks that our new zones are being completely developed, so we can now start working on the services. We will definitely need another elementary school, so I think I'm gonna put one. Sure, why not? Over here. Good. And that should take care of things. Let me check the healthcare. I think that is more than enough. The hospital. Maybe I should put a small clinic over here and right next to the elementary school, and this is actually a very nice fit, so 10 points for that. And what about our death care? Death care, I don't think I'm gonna put anything over here because we have a tremendous capacity for IRSIS or death care, wherever you call it. So I think I'm gonna leave it at that, and if they have trouble getting to this part of the city, I will put another one over here. So moving on to the fire status, it seems that we might need another fire station, or maybe I think I'm just gonna leave it for now, because even though this is all red, the fire trucks can reach this part of the city with no problem whatsoever. But it helps in boosting the land value, so I'll have to think on that later. The police, it's okay. And what about the parks? Yeah, we need to work on that. I think this is a good place for a fire pit park. I think it will look very good. And maybe we should also put something else. Let me see what we have here. Maybe a playground. What about that? A small playground to complement our new fire pit park. And let's see how much it affects the area. I put it on 3 speed. Okay, that is more than enough. And over here I think we should put some plazas. And have you ever used the Paradox Plaza? Anyway, I think I'm gonna put this one because it has a better coverage. And I'm gonna place it right here. And yeah, that is very good. Okay, so now most of the services are covered. Let me just check the levels. Of course, this area is very underdeveloped. We need to educate more citizens. But another thing that we should work on is on our public transportation. I think I should add some more bus routes because, as you can see, I have none over here. And yeah, I'm gonna think of a layout and I will start building in a second. You know what, guys? I think it's time for us to finally add another public transportation option. And I've been thinking about this for a while, and I think I am going to make this entire coastal avenue into a tram track, or a road with tram tracks, whatever you call it. And I think it will be very efficient in transporting citizens from this part of the district to this part over here, and also to bring citizens that just came off the ferries to go from here to here or even to here. So I'm gonna do that right away. Let me check if I still remember how to do this. First we will need a depot, of course, and I think I'll put it over... I will put it over here temporarily. Let me just make sure that I do not make any mistakes with the electricity, and I have already done that. Let me just give it some water as well. Actually, we can continue this line over here. Good, it should fix the issue. And now we can convert everything to a road with tram tracks. So let's just work on that. There we go, and this is where the fun begins. I think I will need to make a small roundabout over here, because the lines for trams have to be circular, I think. Let me see if I can go. Yeah, I cannot make a curve over here, so I will have to turn around. Let me see what I can do. Maybe if I come over here. Let me just... This is all temporary, by the way. I'm just making a small loop. Okay. Good, and we can now start making some stops. And oh, by the way, can I go from here? Yeah, I cannot, so I'll have to do the same thing all over again. Let me come over here like this, small loop. That's good. And we will start about over here, come to here, and here, here, and okay, that's a good spot for it. Another good spot would be... Okay, over here is good. one next to the opera house, and I think that's enough. And let's just go back through the exact same stops. Good, 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 and good. Oh, look at that. We already have a ton of people using the trams. I've got a feeling that this public transportation method is going to be very efficient. By placing this tram line, our job of placing bus lines through this part of the city gets way easier, because now we just have to connect everything to these stops over here. And we don't have to make huge lines that go all across the entire city. So starting off with this part over here, I think I want to come over, let me see, maybe about, okay, over here, make another stop here, and let's just come over here and we will stop here. Good. And we'll wrap it around. Maybe let's come over here. Good. And another stop over here, another over here and here. That's great. And let's just make another one counterclockwise. Okay guys, this is the moment of truth. Can our fire trucks get to this part of the city and put down this fire in time? Let's find out. Let me just go to the fire station. We should be deploying the fire trucks. Yes, it is. And let's just check that out. Okay, so my theory holds true. We do not need another fire station in this part of the city. Now, before we were abruptly interrupted by a wildfire, we were placing some bus lines, and I think we need another one on this location. So first off, I think I messed up. I think I want to delete this stop and move this stop over here, right next to the expo center, and now I can make another bus line that comes about over here through these locations, and make another stop over over here. Good. And over here. Okay. And go through the outer part of the city. Good. We'll make a common point or a common stop over here, and I will merge in here. Good. And let's just make another one counterclockwise. Alright guys, so we have just zoned a lot within the last few minutes, and I think we need to let our city grow. We need to give it some time to develop, and in the meanwhile, while that happens, I think I'm gonna beautify this city a bit better. I think I'm gonna place some trees, add some decorations, and just make everything look much better. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna turn it into a time lapse, and I will meet you guys in a couple of minutes. Enjoy the time lapse, guys. Alright guys, I have just done a lot of work, so I am gonna explain to you what I have done, and I'm gonna try not to forget anything. So first things first, I have placed this pathway over here that connects the main avenue to our pier stop, and as you can see it is being used quite a lot by our citizens, which is something that really makes me satisfied. And still in this area I have put a taxi depot, so this was the first time I have placed taxis in this city, and this served two purposes. One of them was to provide taxis, of course, and the other one was to provide power, or to transmit power or electricity from our commercial district to our pier stop, and that allowed me to delete our existing power lines. As you can see, we still have some issues regarding people who are trying to catch a bus. Over here, look at this. This is so overcrowded. This is something that I will definitely have to return to in the future, and I think it will only get fixed when I provide another way for our citizens to cross the river. In other words, trains and metros. But anyway, moving on to other parts of the city, and the other thing that I've done was put trees all around this entire location. So if you look at the outer skirts of the city, they are now all decorated with trees. And oh, I forgot this spot over here, I'll need to fix it in a minute. And yeah, I pretty much covered everything with trees. I left this space blank because I still don't know what I want to do with it. I don't think I'm gonna zone anything in here, but I also don't want to fill this up with trees. And in this spot over here I am going to put another unique building, and that I already know which one I'm gonna put here, but I am not going to reveal it to you just yet. It's going to be a surprise. But I can tell you that is going to be something that fits the area quite nicely. And with this, the only thing that we are missing on this area is to fix the existing traffic issues. As you can see over here, we have this small problem over here that I have to fix. And sometimes this connection over here also gets overcrowded. It kind of creates a bottleneck, but it seems to be controlled right now. Another thing that we should do in this area is finish up the park. I need to decorate this entire thing with trees. And I also need to continue this tunnel over here up to this side of the river, where I will create another pier stop. Also, and this is something more advanced but also very important that I will probably have to do on the next episode, is to provide additional public transportation networks. And I think on the episode I am finally going to start with the metro and see if that helps out the traffic issues and traffic congestions that we are having right now. But anyway guys, I think it's time for me to go. We have done quite a bit of progress today. We have gone from a 17k population to about 27k and growing. We even reached our next milestone at 26k, and we have also unlocked quite a few things that I'm going to use probably in the next episode. So if you're one of those people who thought that my series is too slow paced, I hope this episode pleases you in that way. But anyway guys, it's time for me to go. Thank you so much for watching. You don't forget to leave this video a like if you enjoyed it, of course. Also, don't forget to subscribe if you want to follow the development of this city. And finally, if you want to connect with me on social media, don't forget to follow me on Twitter. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, have fun.